Held on the 1st of March and taking place during DMU's Cultural Exchanges Festival, Media Bomb hosted a panel of 5 media and cultural industry professionals. Here, the panel are discussing the media industry.
Anyone else with any questions on the front? No, okay, well, I'm going to ask one really. One of the things that really annoys me is when people come up to me and say courses such as radio production and media related are Mickey Mouse subjects. I want to know what... It's true. Loads. I'm not trying to sound stereotypical when I say this, but a lot of business students, my girlfriend included, she comes up to me and goes, "You're studying radio production, it's a Mickey Mouse subject." Well, she doesn't know the half of it, really. But I just wanted to know what the panel beliefs on this being a Mickey Mouse subject. Is it a Mickey Mouse subject, or is media relevant in our everyday life?
There's a name for people like that. They're called ignorant.
I'll tell her that later.
Yeah.
The media industry is worth an absolute fortune, and if anyone thinks getting qualified to work in that is Mickey Mouse, they're talking absolute.
I think we covered it earlier, really, with you know, what Anthony said about your attitude, and something I think I said right at the beginning, which is, you know, the degree will get you the interview, it won't get you the job. So, you know, it might be Mickey Mouse, and it might be, you know, English and journalism, it might be a 2-1, and it might be from DMU or anywhere, you know. But at the end of the day, if that gets you the interview because they're looking for a graduate, then you've just got to go in there and sell yourselves and literally do whatever you feel comfortable with what we spoke about today, which was, you know, if you stand out by wearing a hat, or, you know, what do you guys do in your little collective? Videography and promotions and things like that, you know, and being noticed from that point of view. I think having an opinion about the newspaper industry, you know, just be prepared to have an opinion. You know, there was post-grad journalism students here upstairs or downstairs on the first floor, and her name's Laura Elvin. She was one of the post-grads, and they were posting on Citizen's Eye for the first time as part of their course, and the tutor was asked to put forward 5 people from the course to the Leicester Mercury to be a trainee reporter, and she wasn't on that list, and she rang up the editor and said, "I think you should put me on the list because I'm good enough." And he interviewed her, and he interviewed all 6 of them, and she was the only one who said, "Why should you employ me?" And she said, "Because I'm better than the other 5. So, you know, there's no second place for shrinking violets.
I don't think there's anything wrong with...
She's got the job, she's working.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it being a Mickey Mouse course. Mickey Mouse is the most valuable asset in the creative industry. I don't think there's a problem in that at all. The creative industries is one of the only booming industries we have in this country. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why degree courses are changing. You know, so they're less industrial and sort of dinosaur course, prehistoric courses, and they're all now pushing forward and talking about radio production and media production and that kind of work. I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. Degree courses will change. And you're at the kind of the front of that, the front of this change.
Yeah, there is a big difference between media studies and media production. I think media studies is always kind of seen as a bit of a Mickey Mouse course. I don't necessarily agree. I think it's Mickey Mouse if you don't put the hard work in. But media production is different. And also remember, the industries are merging a little bit now. You know, where you had the arts, where you had video production, they're all kind of in their own separate thing. They are merging now, the arts. And I do still believe on this big... We're on the cusp of this big digital age. That's kind of combining things together. The fact you can get video on the internet, the fact you've got galleries on the internet, the fact you've got digital galleries, it's kind of mixing a bit now. So the fact is there's the combination of industries, and it is a multi-billion pound industry. And the one thing that we are good in this country, and that is being creative and design. So keep doing it. It's a great thing to export.
Got some questions on the floor, Mr. Lamar.
Well, just on that note, I set up my first business at university, and that was having access to all the technology. And I think that people are missing a trick when you've got millions of pounds worth of studio and they're not using it, they're only using it for their course. Admittedly, I was a bit cheeky and I hired out cameras and charged clients while still at university, but I had to, at any means necessary, Joe. You have to set up your business, you have to kind of make that money so that you can then buy your own kit, so you can then grow. And that's what university is all about. So you make your own destiny, really, out of your university course. If it's Mickey Mouse, then you know, you're not doing it right.
The kit here is world class as well. We actually use kit here to do editing because it's better than other places that we can hire it. So make the most of it.
You've been listening to a soundbite from Media Bomb 2013. To find out more, go to facebook.com/MediaBomb.